I'm actually feeling pretty good today, which is a bit strange considering the last episode didn't go particularly well. But it's because I've got a massive semi. Wait, easy. None of that, alright? I meant a European semi-final against a really difficult opponent. Are we all ready? Everton. Yeah, it's not exactly box office, is it? But it does give us a good chance of getting to the final. Maybe I should just loan in Curtis Jones. So things have gone pretty well, viewers, as I thought they might. We've won every single game since that loss against Bournemouth, apart from the last game I played off camera, which was against Manchester United away from home. I do realise that this is a 50th episode, and therefore I'm going to do it kind of as a special one. And that means that even though there is a North London derby in the midst, Tottenham are absolutely nowhere in this. So I'm going to do both the semi-finals today, and we will find out obviously who we're going to get in the Champions League, in the Europa League final. Champions League's a bit of a mile off. Speaking of the Champions League though, we are pretty much there, and I think actually a win against Spurs will all but secure a Champions League place for next year. You can tell Liverpool have hit a little bit of form, to be fair. Sadio Mane is now the tournament's top scorer. Salah, Mane, all of them are just bossing the averages ratings. Ignore Erling Haaland there, we don't talk about him. So in the first leg, we are hosting at the Emirates. Everton have done really well to get there, and actually they are a bit of a bogey team for me on this save. Who isn't? But they've won 3 and we've won 3, and there's been 1 draw in the 7 meetings we've had so far. And I am going all out today with the lineup. Livakovic is back in goal. Tierney, Ayer, Wood and Bellerin make up the back 4. Then it's going to be Torreira and actually, no, you know what? I'm going to take Arter out and I'm going to bring on Joe Willock, because Arter's had a really, really poor run of form. He's only been playing at 6.52. So it's Torreira and Joe Willock in the middle. Sane, Almada and Pepe are in behind Silva, who's leading the line today. In a little bit, not a rut, but not a brilliant stage of form of Silva. He hasn't scored that many over the last 5 games, but I have got a problem in the sense that Ramirez is injured at the moment, so I can't play him, which means that Moussa Dembele takes his place on the bench. The meeting earlier on this season did end in a 3-2 win to Everton. They've got some very decent players. They've got Moise Kean, obviously, who's phenomenal on this, although he's not having a very good season. 5 goals and 35 appearances is not brilliant, but they've got Patson Daka up front, and he has got 17 in 43, playing at 7.2, not bad at all. I expect nothing but a win from this first leg, and that's gone down okay, but you know what time it is. It's the old faith time. Yeah, lots of green. We like that. And here we go, walking out at the Emirates. This is now a big game. Our entire season now, in terms of success, kind of hinges upon what happens now in the next 180 minutes or 20 minutes of this video. Everyone's been playing pretty decently at the moment. Thiago Almada is by far at the moment our outstanding player. He's been playing out of his skin in recent weeks, and I could do with him turning in a big performance today. So far, not one highlight though. They've had 3 yellow cards in the first 50 minutes. They're going to do well here to keep 11 men on the pitch, I think it's safe to say. And they're having more of the ball, but we're cracking off more shots, and a couple of them on target as well. And here we go, this is where we are dangerous. Almada with a set piece. Wood heads it, but he's just knocked it over the bar. He's had a brilliant breakout year as Nathan Wood. He is now firmly in there as one of our 2 first choice centre backs. As Gorner hits a ball in there, Ayer manages to hit it away. Now Joe Willock on the counter. Go on, Joe. God, his pace is frightening. Willock, good ball into Fabio Silva. 1-on-1. Silva. Oh, it's in. I thought Pickford had just managed to get his save in there, but we take a 1-0 lead in the tie. It is important that we do not concede today. No away goals, please. Brilliant break here from Joe Willock. And you can see Fabio Silva just makes that run in behind. He's got just enough pace to keep ahead of the Everton defenders. And it is a decent effort from Pickford, but not enough to keep it out. 23rd goal of the season. What a man, what a man, what a mighty fine man. What a man, what a man, what a mighty fine man. Say it again, yeah. Hector whips it in. Fabio Silva, it's 2. And when Fabio Silva gets 2, it usually ends up being 3. He is on fire, is the young man. I said he hadn't scored many goals in the last 5 games. He's turned it around today. He's just a showman. He just loves the camera. When he's off camera, he's alright. When he's on camera, beast. Great ball by Bellerin. Wonderful header by Fabio Silva. Get in. Just what we needed. And we're not going to stop. I want a 4. 4-0 will be brilliant. I want to keep this tempo up and keep pushing at them because their back four clearly can't handle it. And I know we're going to get one of them sent off for the second leg, which would be mighty fine if we could. Sane over this free kick. Bends it. I think that has hit the outside of the post and just gone wide. A decent effort from Leroy. Just got to get him a little bit more into it, Leroy. He's had a decent season and he's turned up with a few kind of goals in the last 5 games or so, but I need more from him. Gomez gives the ball away there to Kieran Tierney. Tierney over the ball to Fabio Silva. He's got the pace to get away to Silva. Silva, oh, good save by Pickford. Not the best finish from Fabio. Kind of snatched at that a little bit there. You could tell the hat-trick was on his mind. Not the cleanest of finishes. It's been a very good half though if you are an Arsenal fan. 2-0 up at the break and I'm not letting off the gas. I'm going to passionately say I'm very happy with the way things are going. Keep it up. We've been absolutely superb. Pedrinho's back as well after a ban. He got sent off in one of the Celtic games. I think Scott Brown might have been trying to wind him up and he just went in on him and managed to get himself a straight red. But he is back now today and ready to rumble. 55 minutes on the clock. I'm going to take Pepe off and bring on Pedrinho. And I think I might also take Joe Willock off and bring on Arthur. The other semi-final, by the way, is Villarreal and Leipzig. 2 relatively difficult teams, but if I was honest, I fancy us to beat both of them. If I really... Leroy there, trying to bring a ball in. Kieran Tierney into Sane. Sane tees it to the back post. Pedrinho's waiting. Pedrinho tucks it away in the Europa League. He's absolutely on fire. I think that's his 7th goal of the season. I'm pretty sure 5 of them have come in the Europa League. He's been absolutely brilliant in this competition. And he's had a good year as well, Pedrinho. The second half of the season, he's been brilliant. Sane, lovely dink ball to the back post. Emerson can't clear it properly. And Pedrinho, lovely tucked away finish. Coelho on the ball. Decent ball over the top. Oh, good save by Livakovic. I'm going off attacking. We're going to go positive. Let's just calm it down. I don't want to make this difficult. Let's not concede an away goal. Keep it as it is, please. We're going to make one last change. Sane's coming off. I'm going to bring on Moussa Dembele for a bit of a run out. I'm going to swap him and Silva. Silva can play out on the left. And that way I can't get... He can't complain at me for not giving him a chance to do his hat-trick. Do you know what I mean? This has been relatively comfortable compared to what I thought it'd be. I thought Everton might give us a bit of a sterner test, to be fair. But no, they've lived up to being Everton. And they've been terrible. And I absolutely love that. If they beat me in the second leg, I'm going to look very foolish. I'm thinking, actually, because this tie is basically sort of done, I think that maybe we play the North London derby and it will guarantee us Champions League football if we win. That'd be nice. Might do that instead, depending on how the last 10 minutes of this game goes. Dembele into Pedrinho. Pedrinho to Armada. Oh, I thought he was going to have a punt there. He usually does. Pedrinho, Dembele, whip to the back post. Fabio Silva. There's the hat-trick. You little beauty. Forget the second leg. We're going to be playing the North London derby. Because I don't like missing the North London derby. It's my favourite fixture of the year when it comes around. Lovely play here. Moussa Dembele whips in a great ball. And Jordan Pickford, sorry. Absolutely faffing that up. Beautiful. Nothing makes me happier than putting Everton in their place. Maybe apart from putting Spurs in their place. Go on. Go on. Livakovic to Wood. Wood into Torreira. Is there time for a 5th? Arthur. Great ball out to Pedrinho. Woeful header. Does not matter. A Fabio Silva hat-trick and a Pedrinho goal give us a 4-0 aggregate lead. The tie is done. We all know that it is. We're not going to lose 4-0 to Everton. At least not without scoring. And it's all open in the other tie. Villarreal and Leipzig got a 0-0. I'd fancy Leipzig to win at home in Germany, which means we'll probably be playing them in the final. And you know what? We are going to play the Spurs game because it's at the Emirates. Can we do the double over them this season? We had a very dramatic game against them last time. Hopefully this one will be equally as dramatic. I thought the game against Everton would be, but really they just didn't turn up. So at least there was that element of it that was realistic when it comes to Everton. I think they're a big club, but they're not. You haven't won a trophy, you haven't won a trophy, you haven't won a trophy since 1995. See, for me, because I was born in 1989, that actually doesn't seem too long ago. Or when I hear it, it doesn't sound like too long ago. Well, that's not good. Declan Rice is injured. That's not good. Can Brighton tackle City and keep the title race alive? Oh, they've won! Ooh. Oh, big news, viewers. City have lost. I don't think it's big news for us, but it might be big news in terms of the title because City have lost. So what does that mean for the table? They're obviously still first. They're 8 points clear of us, and I can't see us overturning it. We've only got 4 games left, and they'll have a game in hand after we play this one. And Liverpool, but Liverpool could possibly catch them, although they're 5 points behind, but they just smashed Leicester 5-1, so they're obviously in a good vein of form going into the final few games of the season. I think it's a little bit beyond us, let's not lie, especially if we don't beat Tottenham. And I'm going to start Pedrinho today. That is the only change since the last game, because I think everyone else played really well. Oh, I'll tell you what, no, actually, I'm going to take Dembele off. He didn't do much wrong, but Ramirez is going to come on the bench. And I'm going to give Simba Bentley a run on the bench as well, because I haven't seen him play for quite a while, so he might get a little bit of a run out. But other than that, it is, as you were, just Pedrinho in for Pepe. So who have they got? They got Jack Clark at right wing, they got Sessegnon, they got Harry Kane, Zaniolo's a very good player. Quite a lot of these players we've seen before. I'm hoping Nubel doesn't have a great game, because he usually does against me, but I'm going to say I want you to pick up where we left off last time. The most important question is, will Spurs give away a penalty? They give away a penalty every time they play us. I think it's literally almost every single game in this series so far, Spurs are giving away a penalty against us. I'd love it if they could carry on that tradition, please. Amada to Tierney. We've got a highlight here within the first 2 minutes. Pedrinho heads it straight at Nubel, but we're going to do exactly what we did last time. Get the overlaps going, get it down the left, get the tempo high, get stuck in. Pedrinho on the ball. Go on, mate. And that's a really poor effort, but Torreira's done well to mop it up. Amada finds Willock. Willock in space. Obviously a local lad as well. He's going to want to do very well today. Great ball by Adja over the top now. Kieran Tierney's got time, and he's wasted it. Has he? Pedrinho heads it. Oh! Pedrinho can't stop scoring. It's his 8th goal of the season. And it doesn't matter who's in that right wing position. They always score goals. Pedrinho, Pepe. It's magic. I'm so glad that this guy is now beginning to find the form. It's taken him a little while to settle in England, but he's beginning to look like the player that I bought, or I thought that I bought 2 years ago. Great header from him there. He's completely unmarked. Such poor defending from Spurs, but we do not give a hoot. What a start. And Pedrinho now on this corner, whipping it in. Fabio Silva at the back post, and we all know he loves a header. God knows when the last time Spurs won a trophy was. I'd sing the chant if I knew. Didn't they win a League Cup at some point? Something stupid. Leroy Sané makes it 2. Oh, and we're only 9 minutes in. Oh, it's another spanking at the Emirates. We need to look at our home form at the end of the season, because I've got a funny feeling that we may have only dropped points in about 1 or 2 games at home. We definitely have not lost at home. I don't remember losing at home once this year. And I praise the boys straight off the off here. You can tell we're aggressive, we're composed. We are convinced now that we are a big team, and we have got a lot going for us going into next year. I feel that we're not too far off now. You can tell really that top 3 is not separated by a lot. If we can get into second and just hopscotch Liverpool, as it were, towards the end of the season and finish second, and maybe win the Europa League, I'd say that's not actually been too bad a season, considering obviously we couldn't really sign any big players last year because we weren't in the Champions League. But the signings we did make, I think, have made a big difference. Azure, great ball into Pedrinho. Go on, mate, hit it. Oh, he's in it just wide. But everything is coming through him at the moment. He's been absolutely brilliant in this first half as Pedrinho. Apparently Sané's been better. I haven't seen him in any of the highlights. The only person I've seen today is Pedrinho. What a lad. 2-0 at the break. Absolutely in cruise control. Spurs have mustered nothing. They've done nothing. And I say that, Harry Winks whips in a ball here, and Zaniolo, I think, just heads that over the bar. That was a sitter. I'm going to go from attacking to positive. Let's just calm it down. Pedrinho over this ball, whipping it in. Adja at the back post. He scored quite a few goals this season as Adja. All from set pieces, obviously. But that's a chance, though. He should have done better. Harry Kane's been taken off, as he knows. They're moving Harry Kane out to left mid. What? I mean, he's absolutely phenomenal, but pacey is not something I'd call Harry Kane particularly. The only real disappointing thing about this is that Fabio Silva's really not done a lot in this game. He's been pretty poor. Same with Almada. Neither of them have really done anything. A lot of the good work has just come from the wingers. So I'm going to take Almada off, and I'm going to bring on local lad Simba Bentley, and he can go and play in that Mazzala role. Joe Willock has now moved up into the attacking midfield role. And I'm going to take Pedrinho off. It's been a very good performance from him, but I do not want him getting sent off. So Pepe is going to come on for the last 20 minutes or so. Torreira knocks the ball over the top. There's so much room on this wing. All Bellerin's got to do is pick a man out. He gets to the byline. Oh, what is that? We're just overloading them down the wings. Bellerin. Better ball this time, please, mate. He does dink it in. Fabio Silva's got to bury that. That's literally on his head 4 yards out. You've got to be finishing that. Come on, mate. The most important thing here is that Tottenham haven't had one chance. I think they've had one, haven't they? And that was a header, I think, from Zaniolo. Other than that, they've created nothing. They've done nothing. They haven't turned up. The days of a North London rivalry are gone. There's no question who the dominant power is in North London these days, as somehow Fabio Silva doesn't score there and Willock hits it against the man. I mean, it's a brilliant save from Nubel, but Fabio Silva could have had another hat-trick today. I actually look back at it now, I'm quite happy that I've got quite a lot of the players that I actually started with. That, oh, Fabio Silva's in! I'm not going to say that I'm disappointed in that, but I'm a little bit disappointed in that finish from Fabio Silva. You can tell he's played at a 6.3 today. This is not the day to have had a stinker. Injury time is up. Come on, ref. I don't want them getting a goal. They don't deserve it, and they haven't got it. Lucas Moura smacked into the side netting. The final whistle goes at the Emirates Stadium. It's yet another 3 home points for the Arsenal. I'm going to say passionately, very happy with the result anyway you played. Stepped off the gas a little bit towards the end, but you can understand that. Most importantly is that we maintain pressure on Liverpool and City, but I think it's all a little too late. That Bournemouth result really has scuppered us, because can you imagine if we'd been on 82 points going into the final 3 games of the season? I could be a lot more excited, but I'm not. So just to let you know, viewers, we beat Everton 1-0 away from home. Very, very comfortable. It was the reserves as well, or the Europa League team did it. And, Leipzig and Villarreal went to penalties in the end, 0-0 overall in the tie. And Leipzig will be who we play in the Europa League final. Very exciting indeed. I think we all know that the Premier League is now out of reach with 3 games to go for us, okay? But on the odd occasion that City don't take maximum points against Wolves and the title is still open, or if the title is still open on the last day of the season, I'll obviously come back for that as a kind of season finale. If not, what I'll do is I will just go to the Europa League final, and then we'll have a little review of what happened in the season before we take on Leipzig. I hope that suits you all. I'm very happy now. We've basically secured Champions League football. All that is done and dusted. So we've got that to look forward to next year. And most importantly, is we've had a very good year, I think, here. We're right in the top 3. We're not separated anymore. We're not segregated. We've come back. We've been better this year. We've made it to Europa League final, which I would make us favourites to win. If we don't win it, I probably won't sleep. I won't be able to handle it. Let me know if you think we're going to win the Europa League final in the comment section. And is there an outside chance of us winning the Premier League title? We're still only 5 points behind, but we have played a game more. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share, and subscribe. And until I see you in the next episode, stay cool.